Hello, I've got another book to show you. Big surprise there. Um, I'm working on lots of other things now that I've finished this book, which I've been working on exclusively for like a week and a half. I think I need to take a good break from books because there's some other things I need to work on and catch up with. I also need to make a cape for my daughter because, of course, she needs a cape. So yeah, there's a lot of things. I will show you this one though before I pack everything away. This one I had I don't know how to say, like, I had the rough concept of this in my head for a while, and once I kind of got the rough part done, the specifics and the details took a lot longer to come to me in a way I was happy with. So yeah, it did take quite a while, but I'm quite pleased how it came out. I crocheted the cover. I've been thinking about crocheting a book cover for a very long time. The theme of this book is books. Doesn't sound particularly exciting, but just bear with me. It's a book for a reader of books. Let's put it that way. It's a journal for a reader of books. This pattern that I crocheted to the cover, it just kind of reminds me of bookshelves as well. So yes, I've got the whole cover covered in my crochet. This isn't supposed to be there. That was just hanging there for no reason. Okay, so back to the book of books. So it's an A6 hardback. As I said, I crocheted the cover. It's all fastened on there. Basically, the crocheted bit is sewn into the book cover, so it's not glued or anything. It's like solid. It's very soft, very lovely texture. I've got it kind of held together instead of with a ribbon. We've got a closure here, and it's got a couple of rings on it, so it can be fatter or thinner, depending on where you want to clasp it, I guess, or whatever. Anyway, I've used a lot of moons and leaf charms on this, so it's like moons and leaves and silver and labradorite stones, because that's a stone that I am obsessed with at the moment. Some of them have quite nice flashes in them. I absolutely love labradorite. So yeah, unusual clasp. This is fastened to the book, this charm here. I'll show you what's inside here in a minute. At the back, you can see there's like a charm hanging down, but this is not a charm, it's a bookmark. So this can obviously be taken out and used in any book. Each of these books is a bound actual book, like a little mini journal. So that's cool. More labradorite on here as well, and silver. Oh, and there's a tiny one here. They're all books, books on books on books, empty ones. So yeah, that can go in here, it can come out. Nothing exciting on the back. There's a clip. I'll show you more of that at the end. Yeah, so this charm, it doesn't come off. It is fastened to the book. I mean, if you really wanted to, you could unfasten that and put it on a keyring or something. This also has a little mini journal on it. And this is something else I crocheted again. Take this out. It's like a little button charm. And we have a coin. You know I love a coin. I'll polish it in my hand a wee bit so you don't see all my fingerprints. So this is one more chapter, or go to bed. I thought that was very apt for this particular book, and you know I like to include things in my journals that you might not necessarily associate with being in a journal, so that's one little thing. Do up his little button. There we go. And yeah, and these charms are quite thin. I really like them. So we've got metal, the fabrics. It's a textural delight, sensory, many things. So this just unfastens with, maybe not the easiest thing to do on camera, but a lobster clasp. Let's see. It's not difficult to undo, it's just awkward on camera. Okay, so that's open now, and that's clipped in here and here, so they just hang down when you're not using it. Looks quite cool, more dangles. Open her up, and what do we see? A crocheted pocket. And what's in the pocket? Another journal. So it's like book inception. There's so many little things in here. So in this journal, it's just another little blank journal. It's a little hardback deal. Lots of textures, lots of fabric, more of those leaves. Charms, labradorite, stones. And in here we just have a little pocket with a little tag, which can be also used as a bookmark. And this is also a tiny pocket, and I've just put a little paper clip there to show you that it's a pocket with a moon, because moons and leaves. And here's a little pocket. Just leave this out for a minute. And here's some ephemera. So here we have a reading list with more moons, silver moon paper clip, and this this opens up quite large for your to be read list, perhaps. I thought that was quite good for a reader. I know my to be read list is massive. I always have like 6 or more books on the go at the same time, and a pile that I intend to get to eventually, so I thought that was quite cute. One of my ideas for this book was I was just going to fill it with bookmarks, but I figured if someone's going to be the sort of person who buys this and uses it, I'm sure they've got their own special bookmarks, because I thought it could be quite good for storing. I've got a box that my friend made me, actually, that I keep all my bookmarks in. But I thought this could be quite good just to like keep your favorite bookmarks in that you're not currently using. So I didn't include loads, but this is just one little bookmark that I made that I thought could be quite good to put, that kind of matched, but I didn't want to fill it out, you know? And here's one of my favorite little scrappy doodle pads that is removable, therefore replaceable. Just mostly tea-dyed plain paper and some lined paper, and stitched. And it's got a bit of cardboard at the back that is stiff enough to slide into the belly band, and there you have more writing space or doodling space or books you intend to purchase, reading list, I don't know, whatever, it's up to you. I left this empty because I was going to put more pockets, but it had already been quite chunky, so I just left that blank. It's a good surface to stick things to anyway. We have another one of my magnetic pencil / pen holders here, which can also be used as a bookmark. So then we get into the paper. As per the usual, there's all different textures and sizes, and they're all torn, and they're all distressed, and they're all inked to give it an aged appearance. Lots of textures, lots and lots of just empty, blank slate writing space, and some sheer pages as well that are quite cool. Here we go, another blank end to that with a pocket on the back. So here we have a bit more ephemera. This is actually, it's just like I got a die cutting machine and I've got some dies I've been messing about with. This one you can slip a photo into, I thought that could make quite a cute bookmark as well. So it's open on this side, and it can be glued shut as well. And I've just got a little bit of cardboard inside, but you can do something to that, or you can slip a photo in there or whatever. It's one of these things that I thought was cute to include, but entirely customizable. And another little moon paper clip there. Here we have, I thought this was a cute thing to include. It's a magnifying, you know, it's not glass, it's plastic, but it's a magnifier like for reading small text. It's got its own little plastic slip that I've just kept on there. This is obviously a mini pocket. Another bookmark slash ephemera random bit of something. It just matches with the book. I'm sorry I sound so congested. I think in my last video I was just getting over a cold. Now I've got a new one coming on as per yesterday, because life with children means, you know, you pick up every little thing that's going. And here we have the last bit of ephemera. Well, it's not the last bit. I'll show you the last bit. And it just says book fund on it. I thought that was quite fun. Can slip some cash in there. Just a cute little fun thingy majiggy. So yeah, that's an envelope for the ephemera. And we'll just pop these back in where they go. And here's the last bit of the book. I did not design this pad. I bought it off of Shein, I think. But I thought it looked really good. I wasn't even originally going to include it in this book, and I was like, actually, it really suits, so I'm just going to put it in. So it's a book review pad, and it's bound at the top. I just kind of inked the edges so that the white didn't super clash with the rest of the book, but the pages are quite white. And as you can see, it's got all sorts of bits to fill in. For an avid reader, that could be quite useful. And behind it, now this is sewn in. This string here, it's not glued in, it is sewn into the book cover, so it's quite firmly put in place. But what it's done by being sewn this way is it's actually created like a secret tuck spot in behind the pad. So I've just put a little envelope here to illustrate that tuck spot. There's nothing inside, but yeah, it's like a little secret. Maybe it's a super secret book fund, I don't know. Little secret tuck spot exists behind here, and I just included this clip here to make it extra secure so it doesn't fall out the bottom or whatever. To be honest, you can tie it pretty tight. It probably won't fall out the bottom, but I thought the clip looked good in there, and it's silver, so, you know, it matched. And I just put some fluff on the clip itself to make it a bit more coordinated. And yeah, that's the end of the book of books. And how many books are in the book of books, or how many journals, I should say? Well, there's one main one here. There's mini ones, so that's 2. Then we've got 3. And then we've got 4, 5, 6. There was actually a 7th, but I decided not to include it. So there's a lot going on here. It's a book of books of books. It is, by the time I publish this video, it will be in my Ko-fi shop. I will put that link in the description if anyone is interested. It is for sale. It's a chunky little beast, but it's quite squishy as well. Yeah, so I think that's everything I have to say about this specific book. Yeah, I'm going to now clean up the enormous mess I made. You wouldn't believe. In fact, I should probably just put a picture on Ko-fi to show you what kind of mess I make every time I work on a book. Like, my entire living room floor is just covered in bits of paper and horribleness. I'm I'm not a tidy crafter, not in any way, shape, or form, and I don't really have the space to craft, so I just kind of take over the living room floor at the moment. But yeah, that's my job today, to clean that up because I finished the book. This is what, number four? Number four of the 10 that I was working on, not counting the Journal of the Crypto Naturalist, which was a bonus one. So that means I've got another 6 coming. But no schedule on that. Just when they're done, they're done. But lots of other things I need to do. I've got an art trade coming up in May that I need to complete, so I've got to be focused on that for a wee while. And then the children will be off of school during the Easter break that's coming up, so who knows? Who knows? So many things. So, yeah, I will leave it here. We'll hopefully have another video for you at some point in the next couple weeks, but we'll see. So yeah, I will catch you later.